Good morning, everyone. This is Professor Fleming here again with a brief instructional video on how to complete this very short but hopefully fun assignment. So after you read through all of this wonderful information here, you can go and click here to read a PDF that will provide information on Taliesin West, and these are leftover assignments from the campus class that I teach, which is looking at the 4 perspectives of integral sustainable design. And of course here you're seeing the behaviors perspective, or maximize performance. This is Taliesin West, by the way. And we tend to put base drawings in this category because they're records of existing. And then we get into the systems of the building, trying to understand how they work. Really what I want you to do is read through this assignment briefly. There's really not much to read here. And formulate some opinions and understandings of the project and how it works. And that's a really cool way that they built the walls, by the way, just for the record. And just read through this, get to know the project a little bit, understand it from a cultural perspective. You'll see some mistakes in here. So right here I asked my students to tell me the worldview that the project reflected. And it was built toward the industrialized worldview, but I really think it was a reflection of integral thinking and not really agricultural worldview. So I think the student got points taken off for that. And of course the experience of the place is quite incredible. So all of that comes together to create an overall understanding of the quality of the project from multiple perspectives. And the student did quite a great job in collecting images, as you can see, so you get to understand the project a little bit better if you'd like. Okay, so once you've done that, once you've read through that, then what I want you to do is click on here where it says polleverywhere.com beyond green. And what I want you to be thinking of is how much or what is the quality level of the individual perspectives themselves? How well do you think the project is meeting those goals as they were outlined in there? And then click on here. And what's going to happen is you're going to get this thing that says here, please rate Taliesin West from an integral sustainable design approach. Please place one click in each quadrant at the desired level, 0 to 2.5, 2.5 to 5, and I'll scroll down here, and what you'll see is you've got 2.5. So if you think it's doing very poorly in the experience category, which I don't think you could, but if you did, you would give it a 2.5, and I'll show you how to. Now you have to be careful here because once you click in one of these zones, it will record it and you can't really go backwards. So the 4 perspectives are manifest meaning, guide flow, engender experience, and maximize performance. So I've lived here actually for a month. It's pretty incredible. I know, for example, that I'm going to give it a 10. I'm going to give it, let's see, that's 2.5, 5, 7.5. So if I'm in here, it's a 10. And when I click, I'm going to get a dot there. And you can kind of ignore all this stuff over here. But as more and more people vote, I'm going to let people see the other votes. From a performance point of view, the orientation of the building and the way that it uses water, for example, it's just amazing. And I feel like I'm giving you guys hints here, but I'll just kind of mix it up a little bit. So I'll give it a 7.5. I got to give it a 10 for how it works with the environment and guides the different forces like water, sun, wind, etc. And there's a lot of, this is where it gets a little bit trickier, is, what is the cultural connotations? And I'm just going to give it a 7.5. So now the poll is closed for me, it's open for you. And so I have a 10, I have 2 10s, no, I have 2 10s and 2 7.5s, so that's 20. That's 35 divided by 4 is roughly around 8.5 for a score, which is very high. So what you're going to do then is you're going to come back into here and you're going to go up to your sharing and you're going to say ISD score and you're going to put in 8.25 because that's the total score divided by 4. And then here you might say, here I say a few words on the project and the process for evaluation. In other words, do you find this to be an evaluation process that gives you a way to understand a project holistically, not only for other people's work, but more especially for your own work. So you can use integral sustainable design as a checklist, as a holistic rating system, so to speak, of your own projects that Have I left something out? Did I consider one more than another? And then you could just post it, and then I'll know that you did your assignment, and I'll give you credit for it. And as I said before in my other video, we're going to have these certificates announced probably tonight, I hope, which will be great. So in any case, I hope this helps you with your assignment. Please send any questions to beyondgreen@phillyou.edu or post them here somewhere in here, and I'll get on that. And I hope you enjoy the mini assignment here. It's pretty straightforward.